I think Jesus has some pretty good legal advice for you.
Alrighty, thank you so much for joining us. We are continuing our verse-by-verse study. We're in Matthew chapter 5, verses 25 and 26 today, which says, agree with your adversary. Again, this is Jesus talking. Agree with your adversary quickly while you are on the way with him, lest your adversary deliver you to the judge hand you over to the officer, and you be thrown into prison. Assuredly, I say to you, you will by no means get out of there till you have paid the last penny. So there's a couple different levels we need to think about this on. On more of the surface, the obvious, agree with your adversary quickly. If you do, then you don't have to go to the level, and neither of you have to deal with the potential of being thrown into prison. Deal with people and don't just run to a court to have them deal with you. But check this out on a little bit deeper level. It says, agree with your adversary quickly while you are on the way with him. So you would go to the court, right? But it's saying you should be traveling with him. You should be going there together at the same time, on the same path. Talk with them. Try and picture where they're at. Try and show compassion. On the way, when you're walking together, it could be even deeper that when I'm walking with you, there's an expression, something like, you don't quite understand until you've walked a mile in their shoes. Live life. Even with your adversary who's against you, live life with them and try to help them. Your attitude, your personal attitude is going to change towards them as you start to understand them better, as you start to pray for them and try to help them through life. Even your own heart is going to change. But there's one deeper level that we could think of. I was actually talking with my wife through this, and she was giving me some advice for how this could be interpreted, because the whole thing, I just couldn't picture any of it. And so she helped me with this. But check this out. Agree with your adversary. Who is the adversary? Satan. So it's saying deal with Satan before you get to the judge. So if you don't deal with Satan, if you don't deal with your own sin before you get to the judge, then the adversary, Satan, is going to be able to accuse you of all these things, and you'll be coming on your own sin. And you will be thrown into prison until you've paid every last penny, or for all of eternity. But when you're on your way, you're heading towards the judge. Ultimately, we all are heading towards the judge. And if you deal with Satan by saying, you know what, Jesus, I want you to pay my sins. I want you to pay it all. And you make him Lord and Savior of your life, then he comes along. When you reach the judge, the adversary has nothing against you. And then you and I can go to heaven. So there's several different levels this can be looked at as. The first, the human level, deal with people, talk to people, try to work things out. It's going to be better. Your witness is going to be better. You're going to be able to have compassion for this other person. When it says in one place that because we have received such forgiveness from God, that's when we can share that forgiveness with others, because we've received it already. He's already forgiven us of so much. Now we can freely give that to other people. Or it could be a deeper level, talking about between us and Satan and God, the adversary. So try and deal with people. Try and deal with your own issues. Don't go to the judges. It's not worth it. So I just want to encourage you with those words. I sure love you guys.